Hello, I'm here today to discuss basically what I've learned from a book called The Theories of Reading Development by Kane Compton in 2017. Kane Compton and others. Um, Honestly, with this unit here, the basic thing is that both genetics and environment is important. This book explains in very good detail um, the current research that's going on, and the findings that have been found from previous works and things like that. And it's honestly, it could get a little overwhelming just thinking about all of it and all the things that are there. And I think that that's a good thing. I think that research being done in schools and classrooms and for schools and classrooms to basically better education is amazing. Like the old saying, knowledge is power. We're looking on how to give more knowledge and get the knowledge to more people and more students, and I think that that's just amazing. There's a key point that stuck with me, and that is that although you can't necessarily change genetics, at least that we know of, there are environmental factors that are involved in education as well. And these environmental factors, I think teachers can have a very big input on. No, they can't, necessarily go into homes of every student or anything like that. And the home environment also plays a factor. But I think if the classroom environment encourages reading by, even demonstrating reading, showing the students that reading is not a chore, it's a positive thing. And we all understand the power of reading. We've talked about it in previous units. If we can get this idea to students more and create an environment that encourages this idea, then we can, in essence, give the students more power. And I think that the environmental factor of the classroom plays a huge factor. And this is not to say they're bad teachers or anything like that. This is to say we can start altering lesson plans to try to fit each student instead of just having a one size fits all. I think this plays a huge factor. So it does encourage reading when students can read and see things that they understand from their culture instead of kind of on the outside looking in. They're immersed in it and they can relate to it. And I think that's the key there. And some of the research that's been done, and some of the research that you know Kane and others, Kane and Compton and others mention, is that it's that's actually beneficial. It is very beneficial to try to sort of individualize for the demographics of your classroom. And again, to me, that's what gives the power. I'm glad there's research like this going on. I think this is very, very, very good for the classroom. And if we, kind of dive into some of the uh, statistics from the environment, there's many studies done, even many studies that is done in this book here, but roughly it's about 30%, based on the results of the influence environment has on reading. Again, we know the power of reading. Now, if environment plays 30% and teachers can even be at least 10% of that, that is 10% better that a student could read. That is also 10% more students that you could reach by doing it, by just kind of making it relatable to them instead of having them, like I said, on the outside looking in. I think that's enough. I think 1% is enough. But if we're talking about something, things that could be done that could potentially help at least 10%, and if we're talking about a full environment, that would be 30% of the reading disabilities and things like that. I think we should jump on it. And I think that's, where we're moving to. And I think this research is a very vital aspect of that. So thank you, and have a good day.